Welcome to Chaotic Heart Gaming. I'm going to show you PixArk and kind of give you an idea of the good and the bad and the very strange about it. So first of all, when I first booted up this game, I had a massive issue that would not let me load into a game. It is now fixed. You can load in perfectly fine into a Ark or into a island or whatever, and that's fine. So, issue, it was already resolved within a couple days of this game coming out, so not a big deal. Though it was a major issue. Here we go, and we have running around. Alright, so first of all, you notice as we move, you kind of look like a jellyfish trying to walk on land. It's about what the movement feels like, too, to be perfectly honest. Going through, starting with creatures, we're going to have, first, a rabbit I picked up a little bit earlier. Put it on my head. And, you know, he's nice. The jump button looks absolutely ridiculous. Let's go find me a Chargy or a Packy real quick, because those are a fairly easy monster to tame, and they're rideable. I could have sworn there was like a dozen Packies nearby at one point. You know what? Let's see if maybe these guys will work a bit better. Put taming food in last inventory slot to feed. No. Just gonna go find a Packy then. There are also like weird creatures that are not in Ark. I mean, besides bunnies. Bunnies weren't in Ark either. But there's also slimes. That's actually a pretty neat looking slime. I like the way that slime looks. Oh! And we finally have us a Packy. Put taming food in last inventory slot. As it were, I apparently didn't have any taming food in that slot. Feed it. Pretty easy. And equip a saddle to it. Alright. So here we come what one of my biggest problems in this game is just the UI. It's not fun to use. It's very hard to navigate. Moreover, you click, double click, sometimes it works and does something. Other times, it does nothing. For instance, I'm going to back entirely out of here. And I'm going to go and learn how to build a... Also this, you should be able to go all the way over and click to the next one. It feels like it should be able to, but you can't. So, I'm going to go over to this. Alright, so right now it looks like it's working absolutely perfectly. It doesn't usually. It rarely works like this. It's working fine now, but half the time you can click something and you double click it and it just doesn't do anything. So, here we go. I have a Packy. And I'm going to show off kind of the movement of a Packy. See, double click and it goes over to here. And really, if you double click something like that, it should just go straight to, it should just go straight into your, saddle. Riding? Now, riding on one of these is actually perfectly fine. It feels smooth, steady, straightforward. So I don't know why they couldn't make the movement of your character feel just as smooth. Another defining thing that defines this really from Ark is quests. And it defines both from Ark and Minecraft, which is based off a little bit of both. Alright, accepted it. Kill a Phomia. And these are repeatable tasks that you can complete for resources. Phomia is this big guy right over here. Another problem I have actually noticed is beating on these pieces of meat. It seems to take far longer than it should, even given the size of the creature that it spawned from. Moreover, it takes the exact same amount of time to take off of this big guy as it does a tiny little dodo. So that's a big problem as far as I'm concerned. Even though you're getting more gear from this, you're taking just as much time. See, tiny little dodo, just to the left of me, takes the same amount of time. Yep. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to want to talk... Let me see. Some of the biggest problems is just really hard to remember whether you're playing Minecraft or Ark or PixArk. It doesn't stand out from the two. It just feels like both of them came together and you're never sure what you're doing at any given point in time. Alright, you know what? I'm going to abandon this entirely because, frankly, that's taking way too damn long. And we're going to start trying to build something. Okay. Very much more of a Minecraft-y type building. But one of the biggest problems I kind of have with this building system is that if, say, I decide I'm going to cut down a tree and I just want to use wood, wood becomes a resource that you have to convert into a placeable object. It doesn't... It ends up not feeling like Minecraft or Ark, and instead feeling like something entirely foreign, really. The idea of having to convert these objects, moreover, not being able to, say, stack them. I would say one of these would make a great table. Just stood there, you know? It's... Alright, and then we're going to look at kind of the... Let's look around, say, look at the actual... Alright, so let's turn in that quest we just did. And in exchange, I've got this thing right here. Christmas lollipop, Christmas shit, territory certificate. Bunch of random shit. To be honest, this game does have a lot more in common with it, but the biggest problem is I'm not entirely sure if I can describe fully how absolutely horrendous this UI is. Especially when you're going to be spending a good amount of your time just navigating your UI, going like, okay, what am I going to build? Go through the search bars. I only want to see weapons and armor and building things and production shit, movements, really high quality buildings. It's just, it's not exactly a user-friendly setup. You can get used to it, but to be honest, if you want an odd mix on Minecraft, you might want to go with Portal Knights. If you want Ark, just play Ark as long as you're not on the Switch. play Ark on the PC or the PlayStation or an Xbox, anything except for the Switch, and I would definitely not grab PixArk if you're looking for a mobile fix for it. It'd actually be better to just play Minecraft with a couple mods. And there are some fairly cheap mods that add dinosaur, and mods for the actual, like, Nintendo Switch version that add dinosaurs and add, other things like that. Whereas this just does not feel like like Ark or like Minecraft. It feels like something very trying to be both and failing to be either. And failing to be anything, really. Anyway. Have a good day. That's my, if I was going to give this a star rating out of 5, I would probably give this a 3. With some work, this actually could be a good game. I'll be honest. Smooth out the UI, because frankly, Ark's UI was trash when it first came out too. And I would say this game might actually be worth a good bit. Though I really would please suggest fixing the character movements. Yeah, this is not good. Anyway, have a good day. I will see you all later.